What's going on, Knicks Anonymous family? Welcome back to another, may I say, glorious episode of
Knicks Anonymous, baby. We back.
episode
113.
so 113, baby. It's been a while. It's been about I think we missed 3 weeks. I think something.
Bro, we haven't recorded an episode since last year.
If you want to play that joke, yeah, you're not wrong, but you're not right. But you're not wrong.
I'm right. It's not 2023 anymore.
It's a knee slapper.
It's a new year. By the way, Happy New Year, everybody. I know it's late, but yeah, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's.
And I hope everybody's 2024 is off to a good start. I know mine is.
Yeah, hopefully everyone got their resolutions in. Yeah, a lot of things happened, actually. I got baptized, a lot of good stuff, a lot of crazy stuff went down.
I made money. That's how I started the year. I'll take it. I made money and I'm working out again. Getting back at it.
W. So honestly, I just came back from the gym. I did some shoulders today. I'm like, look at the tries. Anyway, that's besides the point. You didn't come here to look at my muscles. You came here.
Put the guns out. You put the hammer out.
Yeah, you came here to talk Knicks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, facts.
And let me tell you, your New York Knicks are wilding out.
You're on a roll. Would you say we're on a roll?
Yeah, we're 9 games over 500. I would definitely say we're on a roll.
And we're 9-2 since the year started.
We were undefeated. We were actually the only undefeated team of the new year for a while. I think for a week or something like that. So listen, the Knicks are rolling, bro. They got it going. And dude, it's bro. I don't know, bro. If you're still complaining, I don't know what to tell you. But
yeah, bro. There are Knicks fans complaining. I don't know about what, but they're out there.
I think anybody who's getting the most complaints is probably the front office. God knows why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the front office, actually, matter of fact, what am I doing? I'm sorry. It's been a while. Shout out to Knicks Anonymous family as always. Steve, Stevie, give the kind people the social medias.
You didn't say with people's voice and all that.
No, that comes. I throw that in every now and then.
Yeah, you're right. It has been a while.
it comes in every now and then.
Yeah. Anyway, as he said, follow us at Knicks Anonymous on Instagram. Follow us at Knicks Anonymous with a Z on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. You can also follow us at Knicks Anonymous on TikTok. We're barely on there, but we have a what's it called? A page there. Kind of got brain fucked right there for a moment. Sorry. Go to our website, knicksanonymous.com. We still have pins. And also you can find us on platforms such as I don't have the list.
Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Breaker, Apple Music, iHeartRadio.
You missed one. One more.
Anchor.
You said Breaker already.
No, Anchor.
Spotify.
Anchor and Spotify. Bingo. Okay, so I was close.
Sorry, y'all. It has been a while, so that's why I had to go to the list.
Bro,
kind of got brain fucked for a second.
Two is better.
I usually don't go off the list, but today I had to go off the list.
2 is better than 1, ladies and gentlemen. Listen.
Yeah, I had to go off the list today.
This is a team effort.
Strike one.
It's a team effort. So like I was saying, a lot of people have, not a lot of people. I would say it's starting to dim down a little bit, but of course you're gonna have your market for haters, and that's never gonna go away. So most recently, the front office had made a trade, one that kind of blew everybody's mind. It was a long time coming, but we just didn't know how soon it was coming. So recently, the Knicks have traded RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley to the Raptors for OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby was definitely a name that was sprung around Knicks Anonymous and around the Knicks community a lot. At the time, he seemed like the most ideal target to get It's just that we didn't know because there was that lawsuit. I don't know if it's still going on now, but there was that lawsuit going around between the Knicks and the Raptors. So that's why we didn't think that deal would ever go through, especially like the way it did, because it kind of came out of nowhere. I woke up. I was in Florida. I woke up and it was like early in the morning, and boom, trade. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. We did it live. We did it live that day. I was upstate.
Yeah, we did it live. It was actually right before New Year's, I think, right?
It was New Year's Eve. It's either New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve.
Like a day before New Year's, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said Eve.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve is the 30th.
Yeah, so it was kind of just random. And okay, so just to break down the trade, at during the time, a lot of people said we got fleeced. That's definitely not the case now. Do you think we got fleeced, Stevie?
Bro, we're 9-2 since the trade. We obviously did get fleeced. It actually looks good on both ends. What's unfortunate for RJ and Quickly. Big shout out to them, by the way. I want to just commend their contributions to the team.
Yes,
that'll
shout
definitely
out.
always. You guys are Knicks for life in my eyes. I don't care what nobody says. But I kind of feel bad for them in a way because they went back to a rebuilding situation. Because since that trade, the Raptors they're not doing bad, like terrible, but they don't have a winning record since the trade.
But
and obviously they're gonna and it's gonna be a rebuild for them. You know what I mean? Obviously they're gonna build around Scotty Barnes, Quickly, and Barrett. That's gonna be their big three for the time being, which isn't a bad big three. It's pretty good, solid foundation if you ask me.
I agree.
But the point being, it looked good for them in the long run. It looks good for us now. Because since the trade, we've killing. The spacing is what makes the difference, which is why we made the trade, bro. Like it's opened up the floor for RJ and Brunson to get busy.
RJ is no longer on the team, sir.
Which is why. Excuse me. I said RJ. Julius and Brunson. I'm sorry.
It's all right,
My
bro.
bad.
You gotta get used to it.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. Julius and it's opened up the floor for Julius and Brunson. I'm sorry.
No problem.
And they've been killing since the trade. And
no problem.
You see the difference. You know what I mean? You can see the difference as far as the spacing goes. And as far as OG goes himself, you knew what you were getting with him. He's a guy that really doesn't need the ball. He doesn't need the ball to make a difference. He's gonna give you at least 10, 12 points off hustle alone. He's gonna give you elite defense, and he's gonna take good shots. So far, so good as far as OG goes.
And he's slowly becoming a fan favorite a little bit. People are liking his awkward personality. So just before we get into his average for the last 11 games, for as long as he's been on the Knicks,
9-2. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Yeah,
9-2 to start with him.
At the end of the day, Emmanuel Quickly and Barrett got what they wanted. Quickly wanted to start, and Barrett wanted the ball more. What it seems like, or needs the ball more to operate. Because if you look at RJ Barrett's stats, they all went up, like not significantly, but I'll say about like maybe 3-4% up in each category. So it shows that RJ needed the ball more, and obviously he wasn't going to get it here with Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. So there's no malice between the teams. There's no malice between the front office. It's not like, oh, it's because of Coach Tibbs. It's just the way things work. And a lot of people had the trade backwards, in my opinion. A lot of people thought RJ Barrett was the main piece in that trade. The main piece in that trade was Emmanuel Quickly, and I think RJ was the throw-in because of his fit on the team. And it's not to shoot at RJ's skills or anything like that. We got none of RJ's skills. It's just a fit. You got 3 ball dominant players, and out of the 3, you got to choose one. And I remember we briefly talked about it on Knicks Anonymous once, and we said it like, yo, you got Brunson, Randle, and Barrett. You got to give up one. Which one are you gonna give up? It's gonna be
true. We had that conversation. We didn't have that conversation a lot this season. I would say we had that conversation more so 2 years ago, when we had the losing season after the first playoff year. We had that conversation a lot that year, if I'm not mistaken, because last year that conversation was kind of quiet.
Word. But at the end of the day, it's something that we had to think about, because everybody's movable, and if you're gonna move somebody out of that 3 I just named, it's gonna be Barrett. So But dude, Barrett was our third pick in the draft. You know, one of the highest picks since Ewing. And because I know Ewing went 1, so you know we haven't had a high draft pick like that since Ewing. And you know, dude, I got much love for RJ. You know, I did have my problems with him. You know,
yeah, you had a love-hate relationship. With him.
But you know, at the end of the day, dude, bro, you know,
mostly love.
You bought, bro.
I'll say that mostly love, because RJ Barrett got mostly love from us.
Dude, yeah, man, and you know, you balled out, bro. You know, you gave us a lot of good core memories. You know, you brought
buzzer beater against Boston sticks out,
dude. That dunk on who's it? Was it Bogdanovich?
In the Hawk series.
What's his name? Bogdanovich? No,
I don't remember who it was, but I know it's from the Hawk series.
Boom.
I remember that dunk.
Dunked it on him, you know. So and dude, you brought us. You were part of the team that brought us to the second round of the playoffs, you know. So RJ, you did so much.
As
for
I
us,
said,
bro.
Nick for life, bro. Nick for life.
And same with Quickly, bro. Quickly, dude. Like, and when it comes to Quickly, a lot of people didn't want to get rid of Quickly. It was inevitable. It was gonna happen, whether it happened there or later. Because
all right, look, check this out. When you just said we had the conversation about it's either gonna be Barrett, Brunson, or Jalen Randall, who we gonna get rid of. Remember the conversation we also had was we're gonna get rid of somebody we don't want to get rid of, and it's gonna hurt to get rid of him.
It was Quickly.
Was that guy.
Quickly was that guy. We thought it was Grimes. We thought it was McBride at one point. Ended up being Quickly, and honestly, that's the best. You know, out of anybody to make a package, he was the best. He was the more valuable piece. So, and at the end of the day, the moment he denied the contract, I kind of figured. We talked about it. I kind of figured he wasn't gonna re-sign. I speculated and theorized that maybe, you know, they would wait to the off season to see if maybe
try to match. That's
match.
what I thought.
Yeah,
I thought they would try to match.
But then you remember,
depending on what the number was.
And in my theory, and I think this is what they were thinking of too, in a way. My theory was, imagine if you go all that way, and somebody overpays him. So not only do we not get him, but now he walks for practically nothing. So,
or you have to match it and overpay.
Or you match it and overpay for a bench player, because remember, he was gonna stay on, as long as he was gonna be in a Knick jersey, he was gonna be coming off the bench. There's no room for him to start. So the Knicks found the best available option and went for it, and I commend them for that. You know, they and dude, it has nothing to do with the front office, bro. They offered him something. And they offered him they offered him, I don't know exactly what the offer was, but I know that they offered him something that was high enough for a bench player specifically.
I think it was like 18 mil a year. He wanted more than that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Which is fine, bro. You know, you're gonna you know, he's starting over in the Raptors, and he's probably gonna get that bag over there. So, you know, but you gotta understand though, Knicks fans, he wasn't coming back. After he denied, it was done. That was it. You know, after he denied the contract, he was not coming back. So what do you do, bro? You gotta move forward, and that's what Leon Rose did. And then we acquired OG Anunoby, and ever since then, OG Anunoby is averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.4 assists in the last 11 games that he's been a Knick. And that's that's excluding, you know, all the defensive stuff. You know, I wish let me see they show his defense. They show his steals. No, they don't show his steals. So I could go through the steals. So his first game with us, 2 steals. Second game, 2 steals. So okay, I'm gonna just read it off. 2 steals, 2 steals, 1 steal, 1 steal, 1 steal, no steals, 1 steal, no steal. 4 steals, no steal, 1 steal.
So he had 3 games with no steals out of 11. That's not bad.
Yeah. So that's
a good defense. And he had a few games where he had a block or 2.
Yeah, he had
a few games where he had a block or 2. I don't know exactly how many.
He had 4 blocks against Memphis.
Look at that.
2 blocks on Dallas, 1 block against Portland, 3 blocks against Toronto, 2 blocks against the Wizards, and 2 blocks against the Magic.
Bro, he's gonna come in handy in those games where we play against guys like KD. Dudes like that.
Bro,
KD,
the Minnesota, the first game he played with us was prime example of what he can give us. Even with Embiid, with the Sixers, bro, we had
covered him once or twice.
Bro, we have a guy that can guard 1 through 5. That is outrageous. I thought it was 1 through 4. I thought 4 was his max, and it probably is. But he can cover for 5 for the time being, like for a second or so. You know what I mean?
he could cover like off a switch.
Which is
off the switch he could. Like I wouldn't want him guarding a 5 all game, but off the switch, yeah, he can make a play.
Possibly even a steal.
Yeah, he can make a play. Block, steal, whatever. He can make a play. Either way.
And that kind of defender is Thibodeau's wet dream, because Thibodeau his defense is switch. He switches a lot. So now you got a player that can pretty much switch off of any screen. So when you screen Brunson, guess who you're getting? You're getting OG. You know what I mean? So you better be careful who you screen and who you bring, because if you bring OG on that screen, you cooked yourself. You put yourself in a hole. And dude, I really like if I had to give this a trade value out of a grade, as of right now, I give it an A.
Give it an A as well.
I give it an A. I can't give it an A- because it's too good, and I can't give it an A+ because it just started.
So far, A. As far as like results and fit, it's A.
What do you like about him the most? What is your or what do you see his? I think you just said it with KD, with facing KD, right, and stuff like that.
That's where he's gonna come in handy the most, because we didn't have a guy. Because our problem was length. The thing about him is, yeah, he's not tall. He's actually the same size as RJ, but his arms are way longer than RJ's. He has the Frankie Smokes wingspan. So
he's
that's
Frankie
gonna
Smokes.
help him.
He's Frankie Smokes with offense.
He's basically what we hoped Frankie Smokes will become. Pretty much. Well, is what OG had. I always like OG Anunoby too. I always liked him.
And, and remember, I always said we needed a small forward, right? Right, Stevie?
Yes. We always had a 3. We always had a 3.
I said it, bro. We needed a small forward, and there it is.
Great move, man. That's what I'm going to say about that. So far, so good.
Him and Dante are gonna be huge this postseason.
Oh yeah, and he said he's willing to take a discount to stay. Get that man. I'll give him a little extra. You know what I would ask him? I'd be like, what's your discount? Like, let's say, like, for example, like he wants like 4 years, 20 million. Give me 4 years, 20. Right? Give him 23. Give him a little extra just because you did that. Like, give him 23.
I give you 22. I keep that one.
Nah, I give him an odd one. Give him that odd one. Like, have a night at the strip club to celebrate.
I'm dead. have a J.R. Smith moment.
Or whatever you do with $1 billion. Have that night. Whatever you do. Whatever it is you do. Shout out to OG Anunoby.
Nah, shout out to OG, man.
Point being,
bro,
OG Kush.
Yeah.
OG Kush.
OG Kush. You know, he's 6'7", 240 pounds. He's a big dude, bro. He's a big guy. Strong, athletic. The one thing I like about him is he has the knack for filling up space. He cuts at the precise moments, even when he's not supposed to. There was a lot of times when Randall gets double teamed and maybe he's not supposed to cut, but he finds his way to the ball. You know what I mean? He has that knack for the ball, and I really like that about OG.
He's like, in that aspect of the game, he's kind of like DiVincenzo, because they have the same role. They're not ball dominant players in this offense. They have to cut, get up, and do the what's it called, the corner threes or whatever threes they can get, and they always cutting. So it's gonna be fun to watch going forward,
dude. I mean, like as you see the Knicks progress, you slowly see them building something. Like this is big, bro. Like you're literally witnessing a team being built.
With that said, what's next?
What's next? I'm glad you said that.
Or what's potentially next?
I'm glad you said that, Stevie. That leads us into this next segment. Isaiah Hartenstein. So we all know Mitch went down somewhere in the beginning of the season. I don't know when exactly, but I'm gonna just read you Isaiah Hartenstein's last 10 games. He's averaging 14 rebounds, 8 points, and almost 3 assists. Dare I say, Steven, that this man should be our new starting center.
You must be serious because you got formal and called me Steven. You must be very serious.
Dare I
okay.
say?
Okay, I'm glad you brought him up because there's been something I was thinking about. But I'm gonna answer your question first. Yes. Going forward, should he stay? And I'm gonna get into that conversation after this point. He should be the starter. He provides more offense. He's not as good a defender as Mitch. He's pretty good. He's better than I thought.
I could agree to that. I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely agree to that. He's had some.
He's not an all NBA defender, but he can defend. He's a great rebounder. You know what I mean? He's shown that he can be a starting center, and he's holding down the fort. And
some. He's holding down the fort and some.
And then some. Yeah, you're right. What he has over Mitch is the health.
And the
he's
offense.
Been healthy. Well, not right now. Unfortunately, he's down with an ankle injury. We don't know if he's going to play next game. We don't know the severity of it. We're waiting to hear on that. But before this, what he had over Mitch was he's been healthy.
And offense.
And the offense as well. So I think I'm going to agree with you. I think he should keep the spot. And not only that, being that Mitch, it seems like the more minutes he gets, like, he's more prone to injuries. It kind of seems like the bench might be more suitable for him. And he could probably be very effective off the bench. At least I think so. Mitch coming off the bench to provide a defensive spark wouldn't be a bad thing. Because think about it. You would have, hypothetically speaking, him, Deuce, and Grimes. It's a nice little, should Grimes still be here? We'll get into that later. That'd be a nice little defensive spark off the bench. That's all I'm saying. So
and DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo starting for that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We'll get into that later too.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But point being, I agree. I think iHeart might should be able to start, but will he be here is the question.
Yeah. And so I'm glad you said that. So there's two options when it comes to iHeart. So iHeart is making it very hard for the Knicks. I'm gonna tell you why. Because iHeart, as of right now, is outplaying his contract. So once his contract,
big time.
So once his contract is up, he's definitely gonna see his value, and definitely gonna want more. That's why I say we move him to the starting lineup. Because if we do pay him that money, we're gonna have to start him. But if we don't, he could potentially be a trade piece into something. For what?
What I'm afraid of is he might play himself out of our price range, and we might possibly lose him for nothing.
Or overpay him.
I don't know, bro. Like, he's one that I'm afraid we might fumble on. I'm not saying it's definitely gonna happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but if it is gonna happen, it might be this one, bro. I don't know why. Because it's gonna be hard to have two centers paid.
Because didn't Mitch just get re-signed?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We just signed Mitch, and then down the road we got to pay Brunson, we got to pay OG. You know what I mean? You got to make decisions like that. You know, Randall somewhere down the road. So yeah,
someone's got to get let go.
Yeah, this is something we had to think about, bro. And I'm not saying iHeart's definitely gonna go. I hope not. This is just me speculating. He might be playing himself to a bag. And let me not say might. As of right now, he's definitely getting a raise. How much is the question?
And how much he wants.
And from who?
Yeah.
And from who?
Because, like, the numbers don't lie, bro. He's been playing against top teams. Embiid, Cat, Gobert. Bro, he's been putting on, you know, I would commend more his defense. I didn't think he was gonna hold it down on defense like he would. He does get himself into foul trouble sometimes, more often than not, a little bit. But for the most part, he's been absolutely fine. I think his main pro is the offense. Mitch doesn't come with any offense. Mitch clogs the paint.
I mean, he doesn't bring a lot of offense.
But
He'll
he
give
the
you,
off.
like,
I mean, the off. Besides the offensive rebounds, like he's one of the best rebounders in the league. With
he
second,
doesn't bring a lot of offense. He gives you like 6, 7 points, but where he helps at is the passing. You know what I mean? Like, put it like this: with his offense, with his points and his assists combined, he contributes 12 points.
and iHeart
If you want
I
to be technical with it, his 6 points plus his assists, like baskets he assists on, you know what I mean? Count that as like points that he contributes. He gives you 12 points.
and he dribbles. I seen iHeart dribble to the basket from the free throw line. I ain't never seen Mitch do that. So
he's one to look at come the off season. He's one to pay attention to.
hot take. You heard it here first, by the way, everybody. 'Cause I haven't heard anybody talk about Hartenstein like this yet. So you heard it here first, at least to my rumors, to my knowledge. But yo, I gotta shout out Isaiah Hartenstein, dude. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten like most improved player or hasn't won an award or anything like that, dude. But
Most improved player.
you'll get an award here next Anonymous, bro. You have
Most
been.
improved. Why should he not be up for most improved player this year?
I think he should.
Why not? You know what? I guess we'll be the first. I nominate iHeart most improved player.
I mean, dude, you know, without iHeart, bro, where are the Knicks? You know, I wouldn't say they're, you know, they may not be as, I'm not saying they'll be dog water, but bro,
We be struggling a little something.
you know what I mean? We have a lot of comfort with iHeart down there, bro. A lot more than you think. Because, dude, iHeart he's not no pushover, bro. I really like iHeart. I like his intensity on defense. He gets dunked on a lot, but I'm going to tell you why. Because he doesn't run from the contact. He doesn't run from the play. A lot of times, it's actually paid off for him. He got a lot of clean blocks off dunks. You know, sometimes the game...
He figure waves somebody. I forgot who.
Yeah, you know, and look, the game is the game. You're going to get crossed. You're going to get dunked on. You know, it's going to happen. You're going to get the game winner in your face. The game will game. You know what I mean? But the fact that you don't run from it, that's why I really like iHeart. He doesn't run from the challenge. He actually steps up to it and sometimes wins. So I'm not gonna say sometimes. I'll say most of the time he wins. He got dunked on 3 times. I'm not gonna lie. The Wizards, he got dunked on really bad. But we're not even gonna talk about that. We're here to commend you, iHeart. We're not.
It happened, as you said, bro. It happened. He's playing ball. He's playing defense.
The game will game, bro. It's gonna happen. In my days, I've gotten crossed. I've gotten dropped. It's not fun. It happens. You know, but
I never got dropped, but I got crossed.
Yeah, I got dropped before. I was playing full court. He hit me with a nice in and out move. I ain't gonna lie, my ankle's kind of so it happens. But yeah, so iHeart is definitely one to watch. So speaking of watch, there's a lot of trade rumors flying around in the Knick community. Couple of names. I think Stevie, you posted a couple. You posted, I believe it was Terry Rozier, Bruce Brown. Who else was on that list?
There's a lot of names, bro. It was Rozier,
Clarkson.
Bruce Brown,
So let's bring it.
Jordan Clarkson. How about this, bro? I'll do this. Can I do this in the form of a question?
All right.
Check it out. All right. Who do you want? Who do you think would be the best fit? Who do you think is the best fit? How about that? I was gonna ask a few more questions, but we'll start with that. Who do you think would be the best fit out of all the names that's out there?
Mikal Bridges. But I know. Listen, I
But
know.
he's not one of
I
the
know.
names
I
out
know.
there.
I know.
We put that out there. We put that out there.
I know, but I have to put it out there because I believe in energy. I believe in vibes. I believe in God. Okay, what
about Murray? What about DeJounte Murray?
Okay, let's talk about Murray. Murray is a ball dominant player, and it's proven that it doesn't work with him off ball because Atlanta is doing caca with Trae Young, and he's playing off ball mostly, and it's not working. So it's definitely not gonna work here when you have two ball dominant players. I could see Devontae Murray and Randall arguing. I could see it in my head. We don't want that. I'm good. I'm good off Devontae Murray. I get it. He brings us explosiveness, this, that, and the third. But his explosiveness, his touches, everything is gonna decrease on this team, like it did with RJ. You know, he's gonna get 20, but it's not gonna be impactful. It's gonna be empty. It's gonna be an empty stat sheet.
It makes sense. I guess I could agree to that.
His deep.
I can't lie. I'm big on DeJounte Murray. I actually think it's 50% of me says it could work, but the other 50% sees what other people sees with the whole ball dominant thing. Because that's a good point. I was all in on DeJounte Murray, and I really didn't look at that point. I kind of dismissed that. But that's a fair point. If it didn't work with Trey, why would it work with us? You know what I mean? Like, that's only logical.
Because that's one ball dominant player. We got two. So.
Okay, so that eliminates Murray. So basically, all right. Before I ask the next question, are you set with our starting lineup for at least for this year?
If it's not Mikal Bridges, yes.
So you're set with all right. So you're set with our starting lineup. So our player is gonna be a bench player. That means it's one of the names.
I think if we're gonna go names, I wasn't big on Clarkson. I think Clarkson would be the best bet if we're gonna go bench route. Clarkson is already coming off the bench. He was previous runner for Sixth Man of the Year. I don't know if he won it. I think he was a runner-up, right?
He won Sixth Man of the Year a few years back.
Okay.
I don't know the exact year, but he did win it a few years back.
So Jordan Clarkson's a point guard, right?
I think he can run both.
Jordan
He can run shooting guard and point guard.
Jordan Clarkson.
He can run both.
Let's see. Jordan Clarkson is currently averaging 18 points.
He's having a down year this year, percentage wise.
What, shooting?
Yeah, percentage wise, like he's down on all his percentages.
42% from the field, 31% from three.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. That's definitely something to look at. But if you want to get buckets off the bench, because I don't think Bruce Brown. A lot of people saying Bruce Brown ain't doing that much better.
I think people want Bruce Brown for the finals experience he brings. Because Bruce Brown's not a bad player, but like what you said, yeah. I'm not giving up a first round pick for Bruce Brown.
I will say this. He is shooting 48% from the field. He's shooting better than Clarkson. But 48%, 40, I don't know.
And he's a good defender, again. Good defender. And Tibbs likes defenders.
He does like defenders.
You know what's bro? Here's the thing. I'll tell you know what? And his Knicks fans gonna be mad if this happens. Don't be mad, y'all. Remember, this is the Thibodeau, Leon Rose, CAA team. They like familiarity. And I personally wouldn't be mad at this. Don't be mad if we just end up with Alec Burks.
I don't think
throw that out there.
I don't think
a lot of people gonna be mad at that, bro. Especially like, and it's not gonna be for a bag. I think we get Alec Burks for maybe a second round pick type shit, or 2 second round picks. He's good off the bench. He did good for us. A lot of Knicks fans have what's it called, PTSD, because he did bad as a point guard. But remember, y'all, he did bad as a point guard because Tibbs tried to make him a starter. He's not a starting point guard.
And that's all we had at the time, so.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's not a starter. It's not what we had at the time. We had Quickly, and for some reason, remember, everybody was mad that year because we had Quickly and he was a starter. We was tight at him.
True,
he started Quickly at the end.
True.
But the point being, Burks isn't a starting point guard. That's where they messed up at. He didn't do bad on the Knicks. He did pretty good. In fact, he had a lot of clutch performances.
I mean, he did so good. Stevie gave him the nickname as Mr. Dependable.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, he can run the point. He can run it in spurts. Just not a starter. Knicks need somebody to spell Brunson there now and again. Not that Deuce McBride is doing a bad job. He's doing great. But Burks would bring some much needed offense as well. He's going to give you a good, efficient 10, 12 points.
And he is. He is shooting.
He's been killing lately, bro. He dropped 37 the other day, I think.
He is shooting 40% from three.
Hey, look at that, bro. He dropped 30.
His field goal. I ain't gonna lie though. He's shooting 39% from the field though. That's whack.
Okay, you gotta up that.
But 40% from the three though.
So he's 40. So he's basically 40-40 across the board. You gotta up that, Burks. I would take Burks, bro. A lot of Knicks fans would be mad at that, but I would take Burks back. In the perfect world, though, I'll take Scary Terry. You would want Scary Terry off the bench, bro?
It's very.
That's buckets. That's buckets and defense.
It's kind of a small team though. It's kind of a small lineup. Because then you have
Yeah,
what? You
that's
have what?
true.
Deuce and.
How tall is Scary Terry?
Let's see. Terry. He's 6'1".
Ooh, yeah, you're right. All right, scratch off Scary Terry. I gotta take that back.
Yeah, that'd be.
So I guess if we're going,
I mean,
bench,
you are getting buckets though, but no defense.
yeah, you are, but like, yeah, they're gonna get buckets on him. So I guess if we're going best case scenario for the Knicks, if they're gonna go a bench player, believe it or not, bro, you might not want to hear it.
Bruce Brown. Dude, I don't know, but we can't give up that first round pick, bro.
No, I agree with that. But the best case scenario, if the Knicks are gonna make that kind of deal, is gonna be Bruce Brown, Burks.
But you got two Josh Harts coming off the bench. I don't know, bro.
Or Clarkson. All right, so if you want to discount, I mean not discount, if you want to disqualify Bruce Brown, fine. So the best bets are either Clarkson or Burks.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I'm not that familiar with Bruce Brown. That's why I'm so skeptical. That's just me. I'm not familiar with him. I've seen him here and there. I've seen him on teams. You know,
he had a big playoff last year, bro. Look him up. He did good with the Nuggets, man. He had a big playoff. But so basically Jordan Clarkson and Alec Burks sound like the best bet if that's the direction we going. Because it looked like I don't think the Knicks are gonna go the Murray route. I haven't heard anything new.
That wouldn't be smart. One, we would give up too much. And again, we just talked about that we have our own problems with paying people. He's gonna add on to that. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, and then there's Malcolm Brogdon. That possibility is also there.
Malcolm Brogdon, yeah. The Murray thing, dude. It's too many complications. We're gonna have to give up too much. We're gonna have to pay him. You know, and we already talked about our situation with iHeart, Randall, and all these guys in the future. So Murray, and then I think one of the arguments was also, oh yeah, if we get Murray, we can also trade him when possible. I'm like, dude, so you're trading to trade, dude? Like, dude, nah. If we're gonna trade someone like Murray, bro, we're using him. We're gonna use him to win. We're not using him as a piece. We're not giving away hella assets just to get a player we could have got with the assets we just gave up. So it's pointless.
I hear you.
So
again, don't be mad if we get Burks, Knicks fans. Because you know why? Knicks fans hear all these names.
Yeah, you know how it is. You know
they
how
hear
it
all
is.
the names. Like, yo, you get this guy, we get this guy.
Yeah.
And then somebody else gets this guy, that gets this guy.
It's
and
like
then you end up with this guy.
It's like a kid in the candy store, bro. And then
don't be mad if we get Burks, y'all. He gonna help.
It's a kid in the candy store with a mother on a budget.
Basically. And he's probably don't be mad if we get Burks, y'all. He gonna help. And it's probably a small contract anyway. So you won't be here that long.
Because bro, look at the trades we've made so far. They're not big time. I think the biggest trade we had was just this recently with Quickly and Barrett. And look at the impact it's having so far. Again, Dante DiVincenzo, free agent signing. Look at the impact he's having. Josh Hart, free agent signing. Free agent or trade?
Trade, then we signed him.
Trade, then signed him. Look at the impact he's having. We are making increments, very small increment changes.
And now we about to re-sign OG.
You know, at some point, yes, the superstar, depending who it is, you know, when that time comes, yes. But for now, we got to build something sustainable on our own without breaking the bank for the future. Capiche?
Mm-hmm.
Amen? Can I get an amen?
Long-term sustainable winning. That's the key to life.
Can I get an amen? And dude, I think that concludes today's episode, man.
I think so too.
I think that concludes today's episode, man. Shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family as always. It is now Monday, so it is Tuesday tomorrow. So today is game day against the Nets. Stevie, what are your predictions?
Like you said, bro, we gotta smack I was gonna call them the Mets. We gotta smack the Nets so bad that Mikal Bridges demands a trade the next day to the Knicks.
Yeah, like he calls Leon directly, like, yo, bro, get me out of here.
Now I'm talking about he holds a press conference and demands a trade.
Oh, like like a 2K moment, like
yeah.
like a 2K, like a My Player moment.
Plot twist. He does it at the Garden.
Like right there, he grabs the mic from the announcer, like the guy that names the players, and he's like, "Listen, He does a promo.
I'm the man in the trade.
He does a promo.
New York Knicks. Oh, he does a Kanye West.
He does a
I'm the
promo.
man in the trade to the New York Knicks.
He's like, Nets, I love you, but give me to them now. Give it to me now.
That would make headlines worldwide.
And not even at the end of the game, like during the game, like during a timeout. He goes from the bench. Give me this. I want a trade. Like,
that would be wild.
But bro, listen, the Villanova connection, bro. I don't know, bro. If I was Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, I would be talking. I would be like, yo, bro, what you doing? Like, you know what I mean? I would be talking.
Yo, bro, look what we got going here. A lot of people know it's crazy when I put that trade up. Somebody messaged us saying that he's a 3, he's not a 2. I think he can make the switch to the 2.
Bro, could you imagine? Could you imagine a starting lineup with OG and Mikal Bridges, 2 guys that could guard 1 through 5?
So it'll probably be Mitch. It'll be Mitch, Randall, OG, Bridges, and Brunson. That'd be a good lineup. Pretty good lineup.
You're not scoring. I'll tell you that much. Or you're not scoring what you want. I'll give you that. If you come in here averaging 30, you dropping 20 or less.
Facts. Agreed.
You know what I mean? So listen, it's just a thought. Fruit for thought. And that's another guy that you won't have to give head crack for. We might have to give up something like a little bit more than usual, but not no head crack. Not a superstar, but someone who can bring in consistent winning and sustainable winning.
Yes, sir.
So listen, sometimes it's not all about superstars. There's got to be a team in history. I got to look it up. There's got to be an NBA team in history that won without a superstar.
Pistons.
With the Bad Boys?
No, the one that had Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, them guys.
There you go. You know, it's been done. So it can also. I'm not saying we. You know, without, because there has been rumors about the CAA thing with Devin Booker, Wiggins, all the CAA guys.
Ooh, I would take Devin Booker.
Because I ain't gonna lie, the Suns are imploding. I wouldn't be surprised because they're in 8th place right now, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they get bounced first round. I wouldn't be surprised if Booker says, "Hey man, enough's enough." And look it, as long as you make small trades like Bruce Brown, Alec Burks, and all these other guys, we have the money and assets just in case if Devin Booker does say he wants out. I will throw the infinite bag at him. Like you know what I mean? Whatever we had in the kitchen, I'm throwing it at him. And maybe some stocks with it. You know what I mean? I don't know. So listen, you know, you gotta think small. You gotta think small to win big, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense. I just made that up. So amen, bro. Listen, we are Knicks Anonymous. We are the people's voice.
We are nothing without the people. This is the time we say it. That's right.
This is the time we say it. It just works. It just fits in. It just is what it is. But yo, everybody be safe. It's a crazy world out there. Love you guys. Let's go Knicks.
Peace.